So, welcome to Member Talk Show at Global HR Community. Myself, Sushank, your host for the day. Today, we have Srikanth Kalyanasundaram, a dynamic, innovative professional known for his unwavering dedication and passion for both engineering and human resources. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. It's a great opportunity for me to share my experiences over here. Thank you.
Yeah. So, can you provide a brief introduction about yourself and your professional journey, sir?
I am a mechanical engineer. I started my career around 35 years back. So during the days of my engineering, I always want to ensure that I need to learn the things I want to do by my own hands. That is, learn by doing it. So there is a कहावत है, हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, हाथ को काला कीजिए, you will learn a lot.
Yeah.
You black. If your hands are black, your shirts are black, you will learn more.
Yes.
So that's a small kahavat hai wo. So that's why I started my career as a trainee engineer, working for 12 hours, 18 hours. There's no time limit for that because that is what the start of my career being a project. The site was, it's a remote location, no food, no water. So that's a very, and one of the biggest barrier was language. Because I came from South, I know the South Indian languages, but the language of Hindi, I was not very fluent to speak. So when I landed in Mumbai, I didn't know how to speak in Hindi. How I able to communicate with the people? If I ask someone was going on the road, if I have some doubt, I couldn't able to ask because that's a language barrier.
Yes.
So how to break the barriers? So that's why I started talking the language in my own way, which is the correct, which is not correct, which may be a wrong. People used to laugh at me about using the language of Hindi the way I used to. But I didn't look that as a problem for me. I took that as a learning. Then I went back, always asked wherever I work during the trainee period, what mistake I have done in delivering the talk of the language. What is that? That is the grammatical error. Whichever language you have, you should have a proper grammatical language, right?
Yes.
So that's where I found to learn things with the localites, start talking with them on a frequent basis. I kept aside my mother during that particular period of time. That's how I break my language barrier. So within a span of 60 days, I learned that language.
Whoa, nice.
So that's how my journey has started. Again, it's a bachelorhood that during that time, I don't know how to cook. So that's one more challenge because wherever I stay, that is a remote. Anything, much of thing, you have to travel to almost 35, 40 kilometers. So how to cook? That is also cooking is also a barrier for me. So again, I thought of how to break the barriers. I love my mom for that. She used to send a letter, inland letter, preparing that recipe of
the recipe of the food.
Yes. Inland letter. There is no letters. In the inland letter, she used to write the recipe and send it to me by post. So that's one thing. Still, I preserve that.
Yeah, definitely.
Still, I preserve that. That is the handwriting of my mom. I'm talking of 35 years back. So that's one of the golden moments for me. That's why I so much during my start of my career always mom help us. They have very concern where their sons are going, what they are eating, right? Today also it is there.
Yes.
Today also it is there.
Yes.
But that's one important point I need to highlight. Still, I preserve that inland letters. Today we don't have inland letters or postcard.
Yeah, everything's digitalized now.
So everything it's on digital now.
Yeah.
So I still preserve that letter. So that's how to break the barriers. I learned that.
Yeah, definitely.
Third is breaking barriers in learning.
Hmm.
How you break your own barriers. Don't put the mental block in front of you. Go forward. Do it. If you make mistake, first time you make a mistake. Second time you do it wrong. Third time, you will always realize, go back and reflect, whatever the mistakes you have done, that return of experience can apply whatever you are doing it.
Definitely so.
So that is a correlation, or I always say learn by doing it.
Yes.
I till today I follow that. Till today I follow that. During COVID days, I was not aware of how to use Teams, how to use Zoom. Many people doesn't know.
Yes.
I'm also one of that. But I took the challenge of understanding the technology. The last 2 to 3 years, the use of technology has immensely break my learning barriers to move into a digital way.
Yes, sir. Definitely. So, can you also provide a moment that where you made the decision of transitioning from engineering to human resource? Like, what was that one point that made you feel like I want to turn from engineering to human resources?
2005, I was on a vacation.
Hmm.
This is all about that small pics of story, how I transitioned from an engineering to a human resource profession. 2005, one of the plant director called me. I was on a vacation. He said, Srikanth, you have to come and report to me today itself. I need to discuss something for you. I said, sir, I'm on a holiday. No, you cancel today's holiday. You can take your holiday tomorrow. Cancels today our holiday. I am sending the vehicle because it was a rainy day, heavily raining in Mumbai. So I took that opportunity, canceled my leave. I went. I honored his commitment and respect to call me on a holiday. I went there and he told me that Srikanth, since the organization is having a cross-functional move, people from one function to another function, they always move whenever the requirement comes in. So he told me to act on two opportunities. Either one, you have to choose. One is talked about IT, and second is information technology, human resource, information technology and human resource. So what happened is during that time, you might be knowing SAP.
Yes, sir.
Certification. That
Yes,
was a
yes.
high boom during that period.
Yes.
Every organization is looking for SAP certified people.
Yes.
So I also took the SAP certified during that period. But he put an opportunity, very difficult task in front of me to choose between IT and an HR. So I told him I need to have 24 hours of time. I said, no, I want the decision by today.
Oh.
So I came out and I thought of what works well for me. Since I have the operational experience, I have the SAP certification, plus I have a human connect because of the operational experience. So I thought human resource will be a better opportunity where I can succeed. So during that time, I selected HR as an opportunity to connect with people rather than moving into a technology.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So that's how I moved into HR.
Yes.
I need to set up the complete process of HR and administration. So I had the opportunity of learning from scratch. I don't know ABCD of HR during that time. It's almost 19 years back. I'm talking of 19 years.
Yeah.
So I started from scratch. So that's where I still remember my immediate boss who used to tell me, Free, start working on it. Free, start working on it. Don't look back. Don't put that it is finding difficult for you. Don't think that way. You do it, you will make mistakes, you make an Bible out of it. From that Bible, you reflect upon your learnings and take it ahead. I
Yes,
was
sir.
not much of smart in Excel during that time. Because during 19 years back, Excel for an HR, Excel is a must. So the ifs and crux of Excel I learned from the previous boss. Hats off to him because he's a champion in Excel. So that's why I started my learning doing by my own hands. I never execute to my any of the team members. I started learning myself, and then today I'm teaching others.
Yeah.
So that's a
That's a big
difference.
transition. Yeah. Initially,
So
you were the person who required help, and then later, now you're the one who's teaching people and helping others. Yeah, that's a great thing.
that
Definitely.
is how my transition from an engineering to human resource. Because since I am worked in operations, I have a human connect.
Yes,
For an HR, if you have a human connect, your job is made easy.
definitely.
And people should be approachable to you.
Yeah.
You cannot dictate terms as an HR. So people should be approachable to you. Whenever people comes to you, you need to engage them. You need to address them. So that's a basic crux of it where I learned. I built a huge 30,000 network today, connecting. The day I started in HR, I started connecting with more and more people.
Yeah.
So that's how today I have 30,000 plus connections in my hand today. And I also still learning. I'm not saying I'm the champion. No, still learning day by day. Learning never stops. Learning has no end to it. Every day is a new learning.
Yes, sir. So I think we can move on to the next question. You described yourself as a trainee engineer as particularly tough. Like, and you also told that you had specific challenges. So other than this Excel and other things you mentioned, were there any other specific things that you faced like it was very difficult, sir?
See, when I was in operations, because that area was a remote location. So that during that time, I used to work in night shift also because there's no time limit. The project needs to be completed. So the plan where I joined, it was on a project stage. Many localites were there. So there were some incidents where locals used to threaten me. Again, that is the human angle part of it. When I joined it, when I moved into HR, I also reflect upon that learning, why it has happened. Because when we fail in communication, these things can happen anywhere. When we fail to connect with people, these things happen.
Yes.
When we don't engage with people, these things can happen.
Yes.
So that's the one of the greatest reflection when I took my HR as a profession.
Yeah, definitely, sir. So, throughout your 15 years of experience in technical roles, how did you incorporate your human touch in functions like production, maintenance, customer service, and commissioning?
So during the customer service, always customer is in the forefront, right?
Hmm.
So I used to travel 25 days in a month.
Hmm.
Customer is the bread and butter every day. That's the way one has to look at. They
Yes,
are
sir.
giving business to you.
Yes.
So if you won the hearts of the customers, customers don't leave you. Customer wants only you. Okay. So
Yes, yes.
that is where the customer centric approach has come when I was in a customer service, when I
Hmm.
was experiencing that role. So that is one key learning for me, because today I am, as an HR, I am handling the internal customers of an organization. They are also customers.
Yes.
So that is the customer experience is most important today.
Yeah. Giving them the best experience so that they keep coming back to you.
Yes. The other point is, when I was in the operations and production, safety.
Hmm.
People talk about safety at first. During those days, safety not much of priority, but I'm talking of 19 years back.
Hmm.
But that safety has inculcated in me, in my blood, when I joined the plant. Every day, there used to some first aid or any accidents in the project period. So the project director used to tell me, "Sri, please chalk out action plan with respect to safety," because that is where I started learning about safety also.
Definitely, sir.
Because plant safety is the topmost priority for any organization. Any organization. So that is most important part of.
Yeah.
So that is the one second learning during the operation stint. Third is maintenance. As I earlier said, blacken your hands, blacken your shirts. Maintenance is also one of the toughest job. When there is a machine breakdown, there is a lot of pressure from the production department. How to handle pressures? Peer pressures. It may be not only pressure from the top, but the peer pressure is also there to perform on the job as a trainee. So that's one of the key learning for me I took away during that my tenure training period, during the 1 year of training period.
Yes, sir. That was very insightful. We could understand like the human touch in various processes like operations and customer service and maintenance, of course. So moving on, after transitioning to human resources, you quickly took on a comprehensive role. Like you were in charge, like you were taking care of a lot of things as well. So, like, can you discuss a significant project or initiative in HR that you led and its impact on the organization?
See, in my previous stint, the culture of high performance organization were there.
Hmm.
So what is called the people bauxite leaders, safety bauxite leaders, production bauxite leaders. That is the concept where I used to experience during my tenure, because it's through the people you drive the system and process. You take the buy-in, you take that process buy-in, you take the people into confidence. So whatever you do, take the people into confidence, give them trust, and ensure as a leader to be highly ethical, whatever you are doing it, with
Definitely.
great transparency. So that is where I learned about the high performance organization culture during my earliest stint. Second is I talked about the talent acquisition. The entire talent acquisition process put in place, right from writing the job description, I'm able to do that without the support of the technical functions. Because being a mechanical engineer background, I know what is the business part of it. As an HR, you should know what is business part of HR. You know the business very well.
Yeah.
In today's concept of human resource business partner, I have handled that role during my previous. There is no concept called HRBP, but it's a generalist role. Today, the concept of HRBP has come in last few years in place now. But if you reflect back, I was doing the same job earlier.
Yeah. Because of your previous role in engineering, you understood the technical part of it and you could do which helped you more in the HR field.
Not only that, in business, you need to have a stakeholder management.
Yes.
Business requires support.
Yes.
To increase that count, decrease that count, training, performance feedback, or employee grievances. Because as a generalist role, you cover everything in that.
Yes, sir.
So you need to understand the crux of the people. So that is most important for the business to retain the people and attract more talent in terms of talent branding.
Yes.
And communication. So these are some of the things during my course of HR I learned and implement.
Yes, sir. So I could see on your LinkedIn that you had a few proverbs written up. So you have the proverbs and philosophies you live by seem central to your professional identity. So how do you apply the principles of choice, chance, and change, and connect, communicate, and engage in your daily HR practices, and have what impact have they had on your teams and organizations?
First foremost thing about the choices is an individual choice.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you have a choice, yes, you have a chance to connect with people, not only in an HR fraternity, it may be a new startup community also. So I learned the concept of connecting people not only to HR in a different community perspective in today's world, because you cannot be connect only to the HR. You need to connect with the business CEOs, CXOs, so that you will able to learn from them. I think today's startup industries are very young minds. A lot of things can be learned from young minds.
Yes, sir.
So that is the acceptability one should have. So that is one choice for a person. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a choice, you need to accept for the change. If you don't have the acceptable, how you'll change yourself?
Definitely.
Chance is always there in the market. Chances are there. Till today, many chances are there. But change change management is critical for any individual. Are you accepting yourself and look upon yourself and move ahead? That is called self-change management. So when you able to do that, the concept of choices, chances, and changes, that principle can be applied. So that's how I apply.
Yes, sir.
When we talk about connect, communicate, and engage, it's a networking. It's a pure networking. You don't know any person in a conference, go and say hi, hello. You represent yourself. That's the first connect. When you connect, you are communicating. He is also communicating with you. Then it's automatically start engaging. Next day, you will get a LinkedIn connection.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
This is practically possible.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's the main thing. Number one. Number two, in an organization also, a new person comes on board. We need to tell them.
We need to
Don't be
engage
within
them.
your function. Go across the organization, connect them, understand them, engage them. Not in terms of only knowledge, many other things, know each other.
Personal level as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So that makes a great thing in terms of connect, communicate, and engage.
Yes, sir.
So that is very, very key today. Youngsters, I can tell youngsters needs to open up. They need to connect. They need to communicate, because one part is fear of missing out. FOMO. I talked
Yes, sir.
about always this FOMO. Fear of missing out versus joy of missing out. So this concept where people need to understand, they go, don't hesitate to go and talk. That's the first confidence you are getting in. So that is most important part of it in terms of connect, communicate, and engage.
Engage. Yes, sir. So yeah, not just LinkedIn. So now people can connect even on GHRC. That's the platform for it.
Yes, yes.
Personal.
Many people are already connected.
Yeah, many people connect. And then like I could see that you have created a group as well, self-reflection. I think it's a
Mindfulness group. Mindfulness group.
mindfulness group. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very amazing topic. So I've also joined the group if you would have noticed.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So yeah, GHRC is also a platform where people can connect and grow as well, network grow.
Today, technology plays an important role. That's how GSRC today. So that's where the networking is getting day by day increasing. Not only connect, is how to communicate in terms of personal connect, in terms of knowledge sharing, in terms of getting value addition from.
Yes, sir.
Human values are very critical today. When you value them, you will get anything, whatever you want. Value has to inculcate in each of the blood. That is
Yes, sir.
very, very important.
Yes, sir. So moving on to our next question. As a mentor and a coach, what is one piece of advice you consistently share with your mentees? And can you recount a success story from your mentoring or coaching experiences?
So during when I started the mentoring the students, the management students. So one of my students was so confused.
Hmm.
He took the specialization in marketing,
Hmm.
but He wanted to land a job in finance. So he's not happy with the marketing job. So he came to me. And, sir, I need your guidance on that. So I had a really detailed discussion with him. The first question I asked him, why you preferred marketing? No, my friends group has took the marketing. So I went for marketing.
Peer pressure.
But now I realize that is not a piece of cake for me. I am very good in accounting and mathematics. Now I felt that. So no regrets. No regrets. The passion for doing things. That is most important. The interest in doing things, that is most important. So I always tell my students, what's the level of interest you want to pursue in your career? Don't see your neighbors. Don't see your friends, what they are going to do. See yourself, what is that you are very specialized in? What is your level of interest in? Go for it. And then the sky is the limit for them. So most of the time, we compare. Stop comparing that. That is one guidance I always give to my students. Start compare that. What is that passion you need to do? Do it. Number 3, don't be of the fear of failure. That is blocking their mindset. If I do something, it will go wrong or not. That is the first question comes to the mind. Go out. You have to play like a Virat Kohli, sixer. If it is not 6, he's out. First time he'll get out. Second time he'll get out. Third time, all the 6 balls will be a sixer. So that is the guidance I give it to my students. So that is the success story. One of my students today in HR, she is working in an organization today. Under my guidance, till today, she asked me the questions. Instead of she is asking, I'll put the cross question to her. Why you want to do this? Why you need to do this?
Yes.
For that, he or she is having the ready-made answer for that. Again, it's the thought process you need to trigger.
Yes.
Human minds is very beautiful, but we never trigger our thought process. Today what you do, tomorrow is not the same thing you are going to do. In the world of digitization, every day is a different day. Every day is a different day. So you need to change that pace. Once you don't do that, then you will fall down.
Definitely.
Change is
the only constant.
Change is always a constant. Change is always constant. But at the same time, the acceptance level of change is also most important.
Definitely.
You need to prepare your own mindset for the change. Yes, otherwise, it is going to be difficult for any individual. People are under tremendous stress today because they don't need to change. Right?
Yes, sir. Correct. So, yeah, that was it. I think it was really insightful, sir. If you have anything more to add, you can, stage is yours, sir.
See, I'm also a certified and mindfulness happiness coach. I also look for the sustainability of HR. We talked about ESG today.
Yes.
How HR can be sustainable today in terms of the carbon footprint, reducing the carbon footprint. The paper work organization earlier was, today every organization moving into a digital way. So you reduce your carbon footprint by using less papers. Don't take out printouts. Everything use of digital mode. So that is one of the sustainability for HR.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your valuable insights. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Shankar. Nice interaction with you. Thank you, GSRC, for giving me this opportunity to share my budding experience for the last 35 years. Always is pleasure to be part of GSRC. Thank you, Ritika. Thank you, the members of GSRC and the founders of GSRC.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll stay connected, sir.
Yes.
Definitely.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you, sir. Have a good day, sir.